Our start to life in the National League far exceeded expectations, but our form has fallen off of a cliff of late. So let's hope we can pick up a result or two in this episode to stop us from free-falling down the league table. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 21 of our Maidstone United Save. Things have not been going great. We started the season with 3 wins out of 3, and it was looking like the National League was going to be a bit of a walkover, but it's a lot tougher than we first thought. As you can see from the schedule, we have, I don't know why I say schedule, it's just fixture list. We've only won 2 games in our last 6 since the last episode. We got beat 4-3 away at Grimsby in the game immediately after the last episode. Went 1-0 up, they equalised. We went 3-1 up. 3-1 up after 53 minutes. We were running the game, and then we capitulated really. We conceded a goal after 66 minutes, but we were still on top, and then the last 5 minutes we just gave the game away. Maybe I need to learn to go a bit defensive more often and try and hold on to leads. Next game beat Chester 3-0, then drew with Chesterfield, then beat Boreham Wood. So it looked like it was just going to be a one-off, but the last 2 games have been awful. A 1-0 defeat away at Kings Lynn. Kings Lynn, a team who are still tipped to finish in the relegation zone, I think, and who had an XG of 0.05. They had 1 shot on goal. It went on target, was scored, and despite the fact they played more than 20 minutes of the game with only 10 men, we couldn't score and we lost. Their goalkeeper did play really well though. 8.4 for Mark Oxley in their goal. And then the next game, Aldershot. Yeah, we were underdogs for this game anyway, but made a few changes. Rory Deacon and Jack Byrne were absolutely awful in this game. It's like Deacon's got a 6.1 rating, I think, in 2 of the last 3 games. He's been awful, absolutely awful. We had Flanagan, who's on loan. Josh Flanagan. We had his manager from Northampton message to say that he wasn't playing enough, despite the fact we said he'd be a squad player. He's been on the bench, so I started him. He got a 6.1. So to be honest, I think I might send him back soon. We were completely outplayed from first whistle to last whistle. Aldershot had an XG of 2.83. As you can see, there were a lot of yellow cards in this game, but it sort of brought us back to earth with a bang after the flying start that we had. But hopefully we can pick up a couple of results in this game. Gloucester are still predicted to be in the bottom 4. I think they may have even been predicted to finish bottom at some stage, but they're currently in 4th place. And Hemel Hempstead 15th mid-table. So 2 teams that were predicted to finish in the bottom 4 are doing a lot better than originally thought. Our prediction is now 11th. I think it was around 14th or 12th or something last time. But we need to start winning games again. Transfer wise, we've brought in a couple since the last episode. We brought in Tom Wilson-Brown, who's just a youngster, 18-year-old central defender, can play left back. He's gone straight into the under 23s, decent potential. Tom Harrison came in from Gloucester for 50,000. He actually scouted better than it turns out to be. He scouted like a 3.5 star, I think, for central defender. So I don't know if he's dropped since signing for us. But he played 4 times for Gloucester this season at 7.3 in the same division as us. Was decent for him in the National last season. He's been about non-league for most of his career after starting at Bristol City. And Elliot Newby is the other one. He's a winger, can play anywhere in the midfield or in the attacking midfield. Came in on a free from Tranmere. Only made 2 appearances, but they were both in League 2 at 6.7. Played his trade in the non-league after starting his career at Bolton. He has made a couple of appearances for us. Hasn't set the world on fire, to be perfectly honest. There's another player who I want to show you. Kasper Lapata. Polish central defender. 4.5 star, no nonsense centre back. 6'4", great heading, great jumping reach, decent marking and tackling. 13 stone, like he was everything that I needed, everything that I've dreamed of for our central defence. And it was the same as a couple of other players. Was it Mumbai? I can't say his name. Mbiamba, whatever his name was. And a Swedish winger. Agreed terms, was going to sign a contract and then couldn't get a work permit. So I think at this level, it's a lot harder to sign foreign players. But it's again another one. He spent a couple of years at Brighton, then went on loan to Whitehawk, went back to Poland, but has been at Sheffield United for the last few years. So you'd think that he'd become homegrown. I mean, he started his career at Yeovil. So despite the fact that he's Polish, actually I didn't look at his information. No, he was born in Poland. He was born in Poland, but he's obviously grown up in England. He speaks fluent English. But he's only completed 85 days of the 1,825 that are needed to gain nationality. So, unfortunately, we were unable to buy him. I'm rotating the squad a little bit. I've been changing the goalkeeper and stuff. Literally just trying to find a way of finding a system that works with obviously the system that we played last season. I played it the last 2 games, we haven't scored a goal, so I've changed for this game. We've gone to the 4-2-4 custom wing play, looking to attack from wide, and the team that are going to take on Gloucester is House in goal, Howe, Phillips, Harrison, Amos, Booty, Naughty, Newby, Tomlinson, Byrne and Barham. I've dropped Deacon to the bench after his 6.1 in the last game. I've dropped Carragher to the bench after his 6.1 in the last game. I think it was Carragher that got a 6.1. No, it weren't. It wasn't Carragher that got a 6.1. Ignore that. I've put Carragher on the bench because Harrison is a bit better. And I've moved Phillips back into central defence for this game, because he's still considered to be our best defender despite the fact that he's a defensive midfielder. Amos has only just come back from injury again. We're only 9 games into the season and he's already suffered 2 injuries, so he could be quite an injury prone player. Our best player so far is Regan Booty again, as you would expect. Naughty's put in a few decent performances. Teddy Howe, Phillips, Harrison, they've all put in some decent performances. Except for the fact that Howe missed a penalty in that 1-0 defeat against Kings Lynn that caused me to drop him for the next game. But here we are. We're changing system. We're at home for the first time in a few games against a team that are predicted to finish in the relegation zone. So hopefully we can get back to winning ways here. I didn't actually show you it properly, but as you saw when I was on the home page, you could see that we're still in the top 7 in the division. So still in the playoff positions at this early stage. Injury already. Considering I brought in a new fitness coach for this season, we're not picking up a lot of injuries. Well, that's not a good start, is it? Poor defending. Dawson back to Barnes. Barnes played a long ball over the top. Longstaff, who had brought himself into an onside position. Defence basically just stood there, didn't they? This is not ideal at all. Our XG at the minute is just 0.1. Here's Amos. Harrison, can he find a decent pass? He does, over the top to Barham. And Barham, can he go one-on-one with the goalkeeper? He does, and he slots it home. There's the equaliser. Jack Barham with his, I believe, 5th goal of the season. Not been the goal machine that he was last season, but he still knows how to find the back of the net. Brought it under control, lovely. I thought he was going to give it away here. I thought he was just going to stop running, but he doesn't. And that's 1-1. And despite the fact that it's been quite a poor game in terms of XG, we've brought ourselves level. We're behind on the XG. I don't like what I just saw from the team, because we should be winning this game quite convincingly, to be fair. Hal's going to have to come off, isn't he? He's played the whole first half injured. So if I move Phillips out to the right, bring Carragher on. And hopefully we can get back into this game with Carragher. Not back into it, we can take advantage of we can pull ahead in this game, is what the words I was looking for. It's been a few days since I recorded last, so I'm a little bit out of practice. I've had a bit of a sore throat, to be fair. Burn to Tomlinson. Tomlinson through to Burn. Burn picks out Barham, and Barham smashes home the second of the game. Maidstone take the lead, and we're actually winning the game. Jack Barham, sick for the season. Burn back to Tomlinson. Tomlinson back to Burn. Barham, there was maybe a slight possibility of offside in that, but yeah, look, tight offside. We'll have a look, see, just onside. The player over there was keeping him on. And that lifts us up to 3rd in the table, ladies and gentlemen. Phillips, and there's quite a few players that are struggling for pardon me. Let's make a couple of changes here. We'll bring Swiderski on for Booty. We'll bring Deacon on for Newbie. See if he can play a little bit better than he did in the last couple of games. His Booty through to Barham, and Barham for his hat-trick. No, puts it over the bar. Wasn't far away, but wasn't quite good enough, was it? There's Barham back to Naughty Deacon. Deacon, there's Phillips out on the wing, puts Deacon through. Deacon, can he get a decent cross in here? No, is the simple answer to that. No. Swiderski gives Deacon another chance, and lovely bit of play. The flag went up, so it wouldn't have counted regardless of what happened, but it's a lovely little bit of play. Swiderski over the top, Deacon onto Barham, and Barham's volley was saved well. Keeper didn't know it was offside, obviously. But there's a win. There is a win. Jack Barham with a 9 and 2 goals. We were the better team. So, fully deserved victory there. And that takes us to 5th in the league after 10 games. And we've got Hemel Hempstead next, who are in 11th. Our old rivals Hemel Hempstead. Let's hope we can get another win over them. Just the one change from our last game for the team to take on Hemel Hempstead, and that is Deacon in for Tomlinson, who isn't fit. Couple of injuries picked up in training as well. Carragher was dropped off the bench because of an injury. Swiderski also dropped off the bench because of an injury as well. But other than that, it's the same team, the same system. Tomlinson played as a winger in the last game. I'm playing Deacon as an inverted winger. Maybe allow Amos to get forward a little bit more. Hopefully we can make it 2 wins out of 2 in this episode and remain in our unlikely position battling at the top end of the table rather than the bottom. Which is like, at what stage do I start to consider us hopefuls for promotion rather than battling against relegation? And that's not ideal at all. Teddy Howe, he picked up a knock in the last game. It just said he'd be fit in a day. He was fit for this game. Unless I've completely missed it, I'll have to look back. It was only 5 minutes ago game time. It was like literally seconds ago. But I can't actually remember looking to see if he was fit enough to play. Didn't say that he wasn't. Well, he's not fit enough anymore, is he? What injury has he got? A potential arm injury. See, it's nothing to do with the injury that he had before. He was it was a groin injury last time. We'll bring a fire on. He can play at wing back. It's not a problem. It was a groin injury in the last match. Arm injury in this one. Ball over the top. Come on, you need to defend this, and he got the shot away. Wasn't a very good one, but he got the shot away. Shouldn't have been allowed. There's Harrison with another one of those searching balls over the top, but Hemel Hempstead have regained possession. The defence has just folded, absolutely folded there, and Freddie Hines scores yet another goal against us. Just don't know what the defence is doing here. Look, just Cerulli or whatever, he shouldn't have even been able to get that pass away. There's 2 defenders around him. 2 defenders around him. Should never have been a goal, ever. Can I berate the team here? Yeah, let's berate them. Some of our defending is absolutely awful. Problem is, I don't have the wage budget or the transfer budget to buy any defenders better than what I've actually got. The ones I've got seem decent enough. They're getting fairly good ratings in the games, but they're just not very good. I'm having to play my defensive midfielder as a centre defender. Here's Deacon. Can he break Amos on the overlap? Now a cross in here would be good. A cross would be good. Deacon puts it across eventually. Newby to Byrne, and Byrne touches it home. The linesman's running away, so he's not going to put his flag up. And there, Jack Byrne gets the equaliser. Amos should have put the cross in there. He doesn't. He pushes it back to Deacon. Deacon eventually puts it over. Newby with a nice little dinky header down, and Jack Byrne gets there before the keeper does. And that is 1-1. We're out of the top 7 now, though. Said there we was. Now we're 5th. Changing around a lot during play. Well, the story of the first half is that we're well on top with regards XG, shots on goal, but we've had the same amount of shots on target, we've got the same amount of possession, and I'm going to say I don't like it again, because I don't. The assistant manager tells me to tell them I'm happy with their effort. Well, I'm not happy with their effort. I want to win this game. Hemel Hempstead are predicted to finish below us, so we should beat them. They're a team that were in the same division as us last season, and there Hines again just scores goals for fun against us. Maybe I need to sign him just to stop him from scoring against us. I don't want to see that again. Lovely finish, but I don't want to see it again. That encouragement, see if that works. We're just letting them walk through us now. Tackle him. Hines to Rollins, he plays provider that time, and Hemel Hempstead a 3-1 up, and this is... Oh! We are an awful football team when anyone plays any sort of football against us. Let's get stuck in here. Play over a higher line. Let's move to attacking. Move naughty there. Booty there. No one's playing particularly, like no one's like the standout, particularly poor player. But here's Booty with a corner in, and the ball ends up with Hemel Hempstead on the break. Freddie Hines hat-trick. Told you he likes scoring against us, didn't he? Bastard. Well, this is shit. This is absolutely the worst performance I've seen in a long time. There's not much I can do here, is there? We're 4-1 down. We're not coming back into the game. Hines nearly scored again. And for the second time this season we've conceded 4 goals in a game. We're only 11 games in. And this is against a team that was supposed to finish below us. A team that we beat last season. A team that were in our division last season. We can't even get a consolation. I just... it tells me the players played all right. Look, Burn 6.9, 7.5, 6.9. Midfield was awful, really. Phillips apparently got a 7 rating, considering the fact that we conceded 4 goals to a team who we had double the XG of. That XG is a load of bollocks. Everyone seems motivated now. Bit late in the game to be motivated. That puts Hemel Hempstead just a point behind us in the table. We're in 8th, so we're better than we were. We're better than we were supposed to have been. We're higher than our predicted finishing position, but we've played quite a few of the teams that were predicted to finish below us, and lost against a couple as well. Right, I'm gonna go and kick something, and then I'm gonna look at playing a few more games. I'm gonna get us a bit way through the season. I don't want to get stuck in this early stages of the season too much. A lot can change as the season goes on, so I don't want to get stuck in this early stage. Get too angry at poor performances or get too happy at good performances, because at this stage of the season anything can happen, anything can change as the season goes on. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to go and kick the cat. Thank you very much for watching that episode. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.